You spent real money on those tops. You picked them carefully. You love how they feel. And yet every single time you put one on, something looks just slightly off. Not wrong exactly, just not quite right. And here is what nobody tells you. It is not your body. It is not your age. It is the top itself, quietly working against everything you are trying to achieve. Today, we are naming 3 of them, and I'm going to show you exactly what to reach for instead. Because the right top does not just cover you, it carries you. Stay with me until the very end, because what I am sharing today is genuinely going to change how you get dressed every single morning. Welcome to Elorai Timeless Fashion, the place where we dress with intention, with confidence, and without needing to empty our wallets to do it. This channel exists for women who refuse to disappear into their clothes. Women who want their clothes to work for them, to carry them, to say something true about who they are before they even open their mouths. If you are new, this is a great moment to subscribe. And if you have been here before, welcome back. Drop a hello in the comments. I genuinely love reading them. Now let us get into it. Top number 1. The boxy oversized top that promises comfort, but quietly delivers invisibility. Before anyone comes for me in the comments, let me be clear. There is nothing wrong with wanting comfort. Comfort is everything, but there is a version of comfort dressing been quietly sold to women over 50 as the safe choice, and it is anything but safe for how you actually look. You know this top. It falls straight down from the shoulder with no shape, no movement, just fabric hanging off the body like a curtain. It comes in easy neutral colors, it feels effortless to throw on, and it seems sensible because it hides everything. Here is the problem with hiding everything. When you hide your shape entirely, you do not look slimmer and you do not look tidier. You actually look larger and heavier than you are. The eye needs something to anchor to, and when there is no definition anywhere, the brain reads that as more volume, not less. So the very top you chose to feel comfortable in is quietly adding visual weight you do not actually have. There is something else too. Because a shapeless top does not interact with your body at all, your posture tends to soften and sink along with it. You simply do not walk tall in a boxy top the way you walk tall in something that skims your frame. It sounds small, but it changes everything about how you carry yourself. The alternative is what I call the relaxed but shaped top. This is not fitted and it is not clingy. It simply has a little ease through the body while still acknowledging that you have one. Think a top with a subtle waist seam, or a hem that tapers gently instead of cutting straight across, a linen blend pullover with a curved hem, a cotton top with a small V at the neckline, even a button front shirt worn untucked, as long as it has some gentle shaping through the side seams. These tops feel just as easy to wear, but they work with your frame instead of against it. You get to breathe, move, feel completely relaxed, and still look pulled together and intentional. Relaxed, but shaped. That is the whole idea. And once you know it, you will start seeing it everywhere. Tell me honestly in the comments, is your closet full of boxy tops right now? You are far from alone. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to reach for instead. Top number 2. The crew neck quietly closing off your best feature. This one might surprise a few of you because the crew neck feels like a classic. Simple, clean, goes with everything. In theory, there is nothing wrong with it. Here is what is actually happening. As we age, the neck and the area around the collarbone become one of the most elegant, distinguishing features we have. There is something genuinely beautiful about a woman with a visible collarbone, a graceful neckline, a little openness at the chest. It reads as sophisticated, put together, feminine in a deeply understated way. The crew neck closes all of that off. It creates a hard horizontal line right at the base of the throat. And instead of the eye traveling up toward your face and your neckline, it stops flat at that line and goes no further. The result is that your upper body reads shorter and wider than it actually is. Your neck looks shorter, your face sits further back from the viewer instead of front and center where it belongs. Now, here is my honest opinion, and feel free to disagree with me in the comments. I think the crew neck is one of the most overrated pieces in the entire over 50 wardrobe. Most women reach for it because it feels covered and modest, which makes complete sense. But you can feel entirely covered and still open that neckline in a way that transforms how you look from the shoulders up. The alternative is a soft V-neck or a scoop neck, and I do not mean anything plunging or dramatic. Just a gentle, modest V that creates a vertical line where the crew neck was creating a horizontal one. That single shift from horizontal to vertical is one of the most powerful things you can do for your silhouette. It elongates the neck, draws the eye upward toward your face, and creates an impression of height and elegance while letting that beautiful collarbone area finally breathe. A scoop neck softens things in a similar way, curving gently instead of cutting straight across. Pair either one with a simple pendant necklace and the effect is quietly stunning, modest, covered, and absolutely elegant. We are right in the middle of the video, and if this is landing for you, if you are nodding along or mentally reviewing your closet right now, this is a perfect moment to hit subscribe here on Elorai Timeless Fashion. We talk about dressing beautifully for this exact season of life. No impossible rules, just honest, useful guidance. Now let us keep going because number 3 is the one that surprises people the most. Top number 3. The cap sleeve quietly broadening your shoulders. Of all 3 tops today, this is the one women defend the hardest, and I understand why. Cap sleeves feel like the perfect compromise. Not sleeveless, which can feel too exposed, not a full sleeve, which feel too warm or too formal. They sit right in the comfortable middle, and for years they were marketed as the flattering choice for exactly that reason. But here is the truth. Nobody explains properly. The cap sleeve ends right at the widest point of the shoulder. It does not extend past it, and it does not draw the eye inward or downward. It simply stops there, which means the eye stops there too. And wherever the eye stops is exactly where the body reads as widest. So instead of the shoulder being a point the eye passes through on its way to your face or your waist, it becomes the destination. Your shoulders look broader, your upper arms look heavier, and the overall impression is a wider upper body, even if you do not actually have one. The alternative is a short flutter sleeve or a 3/4 length sleeve. The flutter sleeve extends just past the shoulder and falls softly away from the arm, creating movement. And because it covers the very top of the arm, the eye glides smoothly over instead of catching there. Shoulders look narrower, arms look more graceful, and the fabric adds a softness structured cap sleeves never could. The 3/4 sleeve might be the single most universally flattering sleeve length for women over 50 and 60. It ends between the elbow and the wrist, covering the part of the arm most women feel least confident showing, and it lands at a naturally slender point. The result is an arm that reads long and elegant, a glimpse of wrist, a touch of forearm, and a slim, refined effect every time. I want to share something with you because I think it will resonate. A woman once told me she felt like she had been dressing carefully for years and still never quite looked the way she wanted to. Her wardrobe was full of what she considered safe choices, comfortable, classic, fully covered, and nearly everything in it had one of these 3 problems: a boxy shape, a crew neckline, cap sleeves. When we swapped just 2 of those things for their alternatives, she went quiet for a moment and then said something I still think about. She said it was the first time in years she had looked in the mirror and felt like herself again. That is really what this is about. Not fashion for fashion's sake, just looking like the woman you actually are. Before you buy your next top, here is one quick test to run, because you stayed until the end and you deserve it. Ask yourself, does this top do anything for my face? Does it draw the eye upward? Does it create a vertical line? Does it open up rather than close off? If the honest answer is no across the board, put it back. A top that does nothing for your face is a top that makes you work harder to look good, and you should not have to work that hard. Your clothes should meet you halfway. Quick recap before we go. The 3 tops quietly working against you are the boxy oversized top that hides your shape instead of celebrating it, the crew neck that closes off your neckline and shortens your upper body, and the cap sleeve that widens your shoulders and stops the eye exactly where you do not want it. The alternatives are the relaxed but shaped top, the gentle V-neck or scoop neckline, and the flutter sleeve or three-quarter sleeve. None of these are dramatic changes. None require replacing your entire wardrobe. Just small, deliberate swaps that let you walk out the door every morning feeling like the most put-together version of yourself. Tell me in the comments, which of these 3 tops takes up the most space in your closet right now? I am genuinely curious, and I rate every single one. If this video helped you today, a like means more than you know. And if you have not subscribed to Elorai Timeless Fashion yet, this is your moment. We talk about elegance, confidence, and timeless style for women who believe beauty never had an expiration date. I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. And remember, style does not have an expiry date. This has been Elorai Timeless Fashion.